So yesterday, when I was just sitting at home watching my fish tank, I noticed that water was seeping down at the bottom, and I'm like, that's weird, because I just filled up the tank. So naturally, I thought maybe I spilled it, so I wiped that up and whatnot. But the spill kept on coming back, and then I was just like, it's not that much, but let's just be safe and just replace the tank. So we pulled this tank out. Look how dirty it got in one day. Unbelievable. This whole area, as you can tell, was just covered in water. Just because something from that tank was dripping. So naturally I was like, screw it. I'm gonna go on Facebook Marketplace and find a new tank. I was looking for things and whatnot, but there was a lot of tanks that just didn't suit what I was looking for. A lot of them, what I've realized is a lot of tanks nowadays don't come with any hoods, which is the top cover, which is, I think it's a nice touch, right? So a lot of them don't come with that. I'm looking for my big M. A lot of them don't come with that. So what I did was, I was like, you know what, I'll call my sister. My sister used to be into fish tanks as well. So I called her up and she's like, yeah, sure, take it. And we did it, and I spent all of last night putting this in, installing it. Nothing, like I said, I don't look after any crazy fish or anything like that. It's just your everyday guppies, which is easy to breed, easy to look after type of fish. And the reason why I'm telling you about that is because yesterday I was meant to go go-karting. I was meant to take out the cart onto the track just because the weather was relatively quite nice. It was cold, but it was nice. It was just no wind, no nothing. It was just simple. So yesterday I was too busy getting that ready. And the only thing I had to modify on this tank was I had to create some dowels. I don't know what they're called, but pretty much things that hold the lid above the tank. So this is what I came up with. So I added our washers, just that sit all around the tank, and they'll sit directly on top of the glass, and that way we won't have any issues. But today the plan is to go out on the cart. Yeah, go out on the cart during at night time, and we'll see how the track is. But from now until then, there's nothing really to it. I'm just going to be doing the garden. So, yeah, just got to... You know what? I might be an old man now, because does anyone else enjoy cutting grass? Like, the idea of cutting grass, I get very lazy. But once I start, man, I really do enjoy it. Just because you get to see the results straight away. Alright, so that's done. I'm hungry as. Maybe we'll go for a drive. So, like I said, we're just doing things around the house just so we can get to that night drive. Just so we can get to that nighttime drive. So, this was leaking from here, and instead of buying a new one, I just JB welded it. Like, it was just, I think the way the water works is if you put it on really high, the pressure makes it squirt up, and every time I shower the kids or whatnot, like, water be just squirting my face if it's not covered. So quick fix for that. And also we're gonna install a new shower head. What's this got to do with anything that I do on the channel? Nothing, but purely because I just do anything I can on this channel. So we've got another green switch. That means that battery is fixed. And this, I don't know why, but this battery keeps on getting deflated and it keeps on coming off. Like, how do I get it to pop on and then stay on permanently? If you guys know that, let me know, because normally at the tire shop they just pump it up and it goes boom, pops, and then you're like, you're good. But how do I get that to happen on my cart? Right, so we've got a leaking shower. So we've opened up the water, locked the main, doing this. Do I really want to vlog it? Do I really want to document me doing this? Alright, this one, I will. Alright, so that one's done. Why? It's just so when you clean the walls. You guys don't need to know that. But yeah, that's done. Why didn't I film it? Because I don't know what I'm doing. And you're right, that hasn't stopped me before. Alright, so we've taken out those washers. They should come with something like that sits inside there. So just pull that out, replace it. And you can buy this from Bunnings. Like, I think I bought this for like 20 bucks. But it comes with a ton of parts. So I'll be replacing it with this. Obviously a new O-ring. The new O-ring goes onto this piece. So if we push it all forward, there's an O-ring right there. That's the one we replace. And then obviously this red comes off, and then we'll replace it with a new one. So all in all, nothing too complicated. But also, all in all, I could very much do this wrong and get this completely wrong. Well, I'll do this all wrong, it gets completely all wrong. Yes, same thing. But I couldn't even say that right, so that tells you all that you need to know. Basically, when you're assembling it, you want it to look like that, not like this. So you just gotta wind this all the way in, wind this all the way in, and that way you can make it look like that and it can go in. Alright, and just like that, we are done. No more leaking shower head. I should have been a plumber. I should have been a lot of things. But you know, oh well, I'm just a guy that sits at home, that does nothing, that doesn't work, that has a whole bunch of broken cars in their house. So yeah, and then I've got this one relying on me, and that one. So yeah. Alright, we're waiting for tonight's drive. Basically, you can tell how bored I am at the moment. Alright, let's see what else we can do. So, I have a question for all you guys. How often do you guys change your socks? Because I don't change my socks like until they smell. Like, I'll wear them over and over again until they smell. Because I can wear them up to like, consistently up to like 4 days before they start smelling, and then I'll be like, alright, it's time to change my socks. But other people, I know other people that change their socks every single day. Like, especially now that I don't work or don't do anything with my shoes that much, I don't really have a need to change my socks. So, what's the verdict? How often do you guys change your socks? Because I've argued this with my friends and whatnot over and over again about how often you should change your socks. And everyone says daily. But then I wear my hat more than I wear my socks. So should I be changing my hat every single day? Doesn't make sense. Alright. So I'm about to take the cart out. It's not our main ride. We're doing for testing for the camera. So I've slapped the camera on rock steady. So even with the vibrations and all that jazz that will happen on the cart, at least that way it would be somewhat smoother rather than so bouncy compared to last time. How's this for a mounting idea? So I'm gonna stick you guys on a pole so you guys can see everything. Well, that's the idea anyway. So I'm gonna slap you guys on this and see if this works. And what would be more, where would you get more vibration, at the front or the rears? Neither of which have suspension. So I'm going to see if this works, if this holds, and if so, then we're gonna get some really good footage.
Alright, that's pretty good. So basically, you guys will essentially sit here. Not too bad, huh? Guys, let's see how it looks. Alright, so last time I went on this, I didn't bring any sunnies or glasses or whatsoever, and stuff flew into my eye. Still irritated. So we've got that. Wonder what you guys can see. So you guys see a full head. Maybe it has to sit up higher. There.
But what if cái đấy rồi?
Đấy thì mình kiểm tra.
Quay trước cái mặt kính.
Để chân ở trong này, phía bên này. Mantap ah.
Cô nhớ sắp không bám bạn nhé. Sắp sẽ bám vào bố.
Bám vào tay bố đi.
Okay.
So even with the vibrations, it's too much. So that's a no-go. Need to find a fixed position where it doesn't get to swivel at all.
Cô nói nhìn xuống. Cô stop.
Rồi con thỏ.
Yay! Mình nhìn thấy một thỏ.
So what we learned was there are certain areas where the cat will scrape, and we have to be prepared for that. So I noticed a few areas where we have to either take the right line or it's gonna hurt the cat a lot. So, but all in all, seems pretty good so far. And what I'm doing now is just I'm tightening the camera so it doesn't move. But how much can this take? I'm not too sure.
A bunny.
Alright, cool. Alright. I think this should be okay.
November 13/11/2025, grade 1. Grade 1.
Alright, I think that should be okay. Let's see. Let's see how we go.
I think that should be okay.
Oh,
Bố mình phải đi xa. Bố mình phải đi xa.
no.
Okay.
Non guardi.
I want it.
No. As you can tell, my area is full of fun people. Everyone's got electric bikes or something.
That was fun! Yeah! Hey, that one was really fun!
We've just aligned the front tires, so I think it should drive a little bit better, hopefully a little bit more, a little bit less squirmish. I've got a little bit of toe in to keep the cart going straight as possible. Let's just see how we go. I don't know if car wheel settings apply to go-karts, but it's worth a shot. Yeah. All right. I'm just gonna make sure the headlights, the lights light up the right area. Hold on, one hand. All right, let's see. I think I've got to raise it a little bit, right? I'm not too sure. I'll bring a 10mm with me. I'll bring a 10mm with me, and that way we can be sure that we can get this cart looking right as much as possible. A little bit cold. It's a little bit cold, that's for sure. But we should be okay tonight. So as soon as I pulled out, I dropped my camera. I just found my camera. I had to walk it through because as I was driving past, I couldn't see any of the lights whatsoever. Hopefully it's pretty damaged, obviously, but let's go. You guys can come back with me. Because the camera sits behind me, I'm gonna make sure that stuff doesn't happen again. So we've got some masking tape that I'm gonna mask to the camera, to the pole, so it doesn't go anywhere. At least this way, it should catch it. I won't be taking the camera off at any point, so yeah, I'll just be turning around to have a look at if it's recording. Alright, so let me get this on video. I even dropped my phone before. Alright, so this is what it looks like right now. Alright, so you guys can see it. It's not going anywhere, hopefully. Alright, we're on. Right, let's go. Oh, I drove past this car before. Oh, this is where the You know what I forgot? I forgot my gloves. Alright, I'm not too sure what you guys can see, but we're heading out to the trail. light bar sits a little bit higher, which is nice. Rabbits. Lots of rabbits out here. Lots of vibrations. Oh, the cute one just then. Focus. Sorry if I'm quiet, I'm really focusing. And then we have to hug the left side because the gutter. This is where the bugs are and the water. Oh shit. Wish I had suspension right now. Hug the right side. Yeah. Oh, come on. Thank God I have my helmet. Oh, alright. I think that's enough. Oh my Lord. Well, that was really intense. I'm going to turn off my lights. I'm going to have a breather and see how I felt with that. That was, I wouldn't say a rush. It was scary as hell. So scary that I need to do something. Oh, so nervous. Alright. So, lights good, angles good, camera angles great. I'm pretty happy with that. But like I said, was definitely not exciting and not fun, but hella scary. I suppose if you're on a bike, it would be, with suspension, you'd be less scared as I was, just because I knew that all it takes is one wrong move and I'm screwed. Alright, so we're gonna head back. Obviously, let's see what we find. Alright, ready guys? Buzzer. the kids are shouting. Oh, fuck! Fucking hell, rabbit! God damn it! I blame it on the rabbit, but I wasn't gonna make that turn. But having the rabbit there made me panic a little bit more than I should have. Did you guys see that? Oh well. I think that's it for today. Let's see what's up here. Ooh, there's a hairpin. What is this place? Oh shit. What is this place? I think something's wrong with my steering at the moment. I'm not too sure. I think we're on the other side. We'll explore this place during the day. Oh, that's the bridge to the other side. That's where the kids were playing today. Alright. I thought when I spun, I was going into the river. I thought so. What the? It's so bumpy here. And we got a hairpin. So gas it. Still there, camera's still there. And we'll go this way. Well, that kind of ruined my run. Not gonna lie. So we're just gonna take that as a win, but not that we didn't crash, and just go home quietly. Yeah, the steering wheel's off. Like it's way more squirmish than before. So I've got to figure out, maybe I didn't tighten, fucking rabbits. Maybe I didn't tighten the wheel properly. Not too sure. I always miss that corner. It just sneaks up on me. Alright, so heading there, we had a great run. Heading back, not so great. So that's it, guys. Ooh. There we go. Just fit. All right. battery feels a little bit lower. So we'll go home, slap this on charge, and edit some videos.